Scorpio, good morning. Welcome to your general reading. It is a sun, moon, rising reading. The energies are very fluidic, so please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. Okay, enough of the babble. Let's get in with this. What's going on for my Scorpions friends? Angel, spirits, guides. Oh, what's going on for the sign of Scorpio? Straight off the bat, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, making decisions, being very, very resolute. I'm kind of getting, you've been waiting on some answers from somebody. They've been blowing perhaps very cold towards you. Now all of a sudden there's a complete turnaround. I'm kind of getting here, well, very strong feeling here of healing a situation. All right. And, you know, having an honest conversation, talking to each other rather than at each other. I'm picking up recovery here. Now, perhaps you or the person you're dealing with hasn't been very well lately, so things have been quiet. Okay. So, something like recovering from flu or COVID or something like that. But I'm picking up recovery here. All right, so communication finally coming in. All right. But it's all coming to a head here. I'm kind of getting that there is a reunion, a reconnection here that brings a lot of happiness. Possibly for some of you there's a third party situation because we've got a conflict of interests here. Now, maybe you're in a situation of convenience because of work. You could be living with somebody who supports you in many, many ways, but it's very difficult for them. They find it difficult to show their feelings. So you're not seeing feelings. But what I'm getting here is generally between you and the person you're dealing with, okay, a better understanding of each other. You know, I'm getting with this Three of Swords, a clearing of the air. Coming to some kind of agreement here. What's happened in the past. Yeah, there's been a lot of conflict of interest, you know. Perhaps you wanted to relocate and somebody here doesn't, you know, the person you're with, or, you know, there's been a practical situation here you've had to deal with a lot at the moment. All right, but I'm kind of getting here that there's an opportunity to do something for yourself now, whether this is in work or with somebody else. Okay, I'm kind of getting here there's a very, very strong feeling of a separation is on the horizon. But in the past, I'm kind of getting you kept things to yourself. You know, there was a lot of inhibitions there, a lot of fantasies, but the worry was not so much the fantasy. There was worry on how to practically deal with that, with logistics, money, work, etc. Was a connection here. Very, very strong, very, very intensive. It's all kind of coming to a head here. All right, and there's a decision you must make. You know it's going to cause conflict, you know it's going to cause problems, but you want to bring closure to the past, not necessarily forget it, but learn from it. There's a perfect opportunity here for you, from your perspective, to travel. All right, your confidence is growing. There's kind of a stagnant situation here being released. I'm kind of getting you, there's a bit of excitement and adventure here. Career definitely comes into this for a lot of you. I'm getting here some of you want to travel. There's a particular person, I'm kind of getting this person's at a distance. You perhaps met this person on your travels through work. But I'm picking up here a sense of leaving your present situation. By the way, you know, this is a relationships reading, but just before I close the reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card on career. Okay. Yeah, letting go of somebody. or a situation, walking away from a situation, passing through conflict. You've been trying to avoid conflict, okay, but you do feel that there's a place where you would be a lot happier. Despite the circumstances, there's somebody here you really want to be with. I'm kind of getting that, bringing it all to a head here. You know, you're in full control of your feelings now. You know, perhaps your business, your home, very successful. Okay, now you're dealing with the emotional side of your life, the spiritual side of your life. All right, it's all coming to a head here. This energy's been gaining momentum for a long, long time. All right. Now, despite your relative situations, there has been a space where, you know, changes have been taking place, but very, very slowly. You've perhaps been dealing with a very controlled situation. All right, there is a person you've been dealing with, you know, you felt too restricted here. If there's been silence between you two, I'm getting communication coming in. Somebody wants to communicate with you, but on their terms. You know, they've perhaps been making you wait. Wow. There's been a lot of movement behind the scenes, you know. Perhaps somebody you're dealing with has been keeping you in the dark, so to speak, until they're ready to make their move. But I'm getting this energy between you and this feeling of, you know, detachment to be together. There's definitely travel here for some of you. Could well be a distance relationship. But this person you've been dealing with behind the scenes, they've perhaps not been communicating, but they've been making some preparations. I'm kind of getting you'll hear about these preparations. Okay, but for the moment I'm kind of getting they just want to live the moment. They don't want to jump from one heavy duty relationship directly into another one with you. So this is going to take time. But I'm kind of getting communication coming in to give you a good insight to the future with this person. And then a decision being made. Yeah. A rather intuitive, logical, experienced decision. It could well be that some of you are waiting, or there's this energy of waiting for communication coming in from the legal system of some kind here that gives you the go-ahead. There's a person you've been dealing with that's been really controlling themselves, and they want to tell you how they feel, but they find it very difficult. Okay, they've given you insights on how they feel, but they've not shown their true self, either through fear. They're not sure how you'll respond because of circumstances. But they've certainly been making some preparations. I'm kind of getting here, there was a coming together with somebody with very intensive plans were made, but those plans were put on hold because of what was going on. Perhaps some of you got no communication. You were left without any answers. You were left in the dark. But I'm picking up a reconnection here. Finally, the truth coming out. Let's get a career card. Brilliance. Ooh, improvement of people skills as well. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind, repetitiveness, boredom, etc., etc. To follow your own inspiration, your ideas bring recognition. So, you know, it's all about following your own inspiration, following the ideas, following the creativity inside you in a career. Okay. And, you know, sudden inspiration on how to solve, you know, logistical problems. It will mean travel for some of you. Okay. But in work, I'm kind of taking responsibility for yourself, perhaps working on your own. And I did mention people skills because I glanced at the bottom of the deck. I love that pineapple with a pair of sunglasses on. It's great. Okay. You have a flair for working well with others. Okay. You can lead others. All right. This is all about taking charge. You could be a diplomat, a counsellor, a salesperson, or the head of a company. So, you know, it's all about promotion, taking responsibility, taking more responsibility. But in the past, you've kind of doubted your own abilities, or because of family life, you know, dealing with home life, it didn't allow you to do this. But I'm kind of getting a detachment of my own life, a much more balanced energy coming in for you, where you can do things just for you and, you know, combine your work life and find that balance between your work life and your private life, so to speak, your home life and your career. The opportunity's there. Thanks very much for watching.